Ooh! All right now. Yes, ma'am. It's your girl, Christina Storm, the hostess that does the mostest, baby. Are you ready to cry, turn up, and downright act a fool? And have your teacup spilleth over, honey? Well, if you are, loose rap starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it, children of the rainbow corn. Yes, what's up, children of the rainbow corn? It's your girl, Christina Storm, the hostess that does the mostest, baby. Yes, I am back with a special episode 5.0. Yes, episode 5.0. An extended version, extended piece to episode 5 of season 2. So let's get right into it. If you don't know, that on Anchor app, if you're on Anchor app, we have a lot of videos that we do on the show that people get to see. So if you're on Anchor app and you would like to see the videos, please go to YouTube at Loose Rap Show on YouTube, and you can watch the video, or you can just go to the links that's connected to the video and you can watch the videos that we talk about throughout the show. As far as YouTube, I have noticed, and on a lot of social media pages, out of all of the 3 social media pages that we do have, that it's not a lot of subscribers, not a lot of likes. So if you are watching the videos, and I hope that you are, and I'm thankful that you are, that you will like, you will comment, and on YouTube that you will hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell so that you can get any notifications of any videos, either their episodes of Loose Rap or Reflection, or just random videos that I'll post throughout the time during the show. So let's get right into it. If you don't know anything about the show, we're getting into Tea on the Street. Tea on the Street is anything dealing with world news, celebrity news, DMV news, social media news, or any news that I feel worthy of talking about. So October 26, 2020, from the source, Willow Smith calls out Jada Pinkett Smith on double standards she faced while she was growing up. I had I had to really get into the article because I'm sitting there like, yo, she's really came into her own. Like, I've heard stories about Willow Smith like really being a strong young lady, especially at a young age when she first started her career, and saying that she was done after she did a tour or whatever. But I didn't know that she was bold enough to approach Jada like she did on the Red Table Talk. So it says, last Tuesday, they did it on Red Table Talk, and Willow Smith called out her mother for treating her differently than her brother, and as far as when they was growing up. And it kind of put a little elephant in the room, and you could tell, but it was out there, so they had to talk about it, honey. And baby, I was like, yes, Willow Smith, yes, get your mother to talk. Your father got her to talk, so it's time for y'all kids to get her to talk and tell the tea what's going on, so our teacups can get spilled over, honey. So she went right, and she went in on Jada. Like, she didn't go in a bad way or a negative way towards her mother, because she still had enough respect for her mother and her grandmother because they was right there. But it got Jada to a point to where Jada admitted to being harder on Willow than Jalen, because she felt like she felt like for herself, she knew that it would be twice as hard for Willow, because she needed to build up her strength as a woman, and not only as a woman but as a black woman in this world. She also states that she understood that the way a mother would discipline their son would be different from the way a father would discipline their son, and that a man disciplining the son would be a little bit more better for the child. So she goes on to say that Willow admitted that she learned a lot, from that, but it kind of hurt her. And it kind of hurt her for a long time. She wanted an explanation on why. And she understood, like, as she got older, that it helped her with her work ethic and her being a strong woman, but she still wanted to understand why, when her mother preached so much about double standards as far as being a woman and being black. So Jada admits that, she states that she felt she needed to be hard on Willow, because the world wasn't going to treat her. I mean, the world, it was going to treat her worse than what her mother would have treated her. And the fact that Jaden was a boy, she wanted Will to discipline him, so she was a lot lighter on him than she was with Willow. Just like Will probably was lighter on Willow because he knew Jada had it. And that goes on for me to say this, like, do you all still feel like there's double standards when it comes down to women? And I'm not just talking about I'm not talking about in the racial aspect. I'm talking about as far as women in general. I still see the separation in the workplace when it comes down to men and how much they get and the payments that how much they get paid and how they get treated. Because, for instance, I worked at a place where it was a very physical job, and although I could lift a lot of the things or do a lot of the things, I still felt like I was getting held back or being overly protected, you know what I'm saying, as being a female. And I'm like, it's attractive in a sense, but when it come down to me working, I'm a work. I don't care what it is, you know what I'm saying. Once I learn it, I'm gonna give you my all. So if I'm sitting there sweating and hurting because that's the type of job that it was, then let me sweat and do it. So you know that I'm just not no prissy ass girl. I can be, but when it comes down to work, I want to put in that work. I want to show you that I'm worth paying. You know what I'm saying? So I get where Willow came from with that, and I also understand where being a trans woman, like, there were double standards coming from all angles as far as being, before I transitioned, being a male, like, identifying as a male when I was younger because I didn't know what I was, that you couldn't be soft, you couldn't cry, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't do this, you couldn't switch, you couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying, you had to put on a deep voice. And my voice, if you ask anybody, has never been deep. My voice never ever been deep. I don't even think I can get low enough to even sound like a real man, you know what I'm saying. So for me, I understand. I totally understand, and I agree with Jada a little bit, and I agree with Willow. But I do understand the damage that it can possibly do to somebody when, especially in the limelight, you know what I'm saying, when you see all these other kids, you see all these other women, and you see these powerful women, but you see your mother trying to feels like your mother's holding you back. So October 25th, 2020, a mother had scared her son with a prank that she did for Halloween, where she sits there and puts one of those, them animatronic toys that you get from like Spirit Halloween or from Party City or whatever inside the child's room. Me, I would do some shit like that because if my child was being bad. This joint was so funny. The boy floated. The boy literally floated. When he went up them steps, he must have did something, or he was up to no good or something, or he was time for him to go to bed. And he went up in that damn room. He didn't even open the door all the way. And that little motherfucker came flying down the damn steps like Superman, baby. When I say the little boy flew, he made me touch like, I'm going to give him 2 steps. And after that, his feet was floating down them damn steps. And he didn't miss a beat. That boy was like the road runner. Like, he hit 2 steps and just kept on going and came. And he was like, what the fuck? So it is crazy. Like, that joint was, it was so funny. The little boy was like, what the fuck? And the mother just sitting there laughing like, I got you. And I'm like, oh my goodness, yo. This little boy was so terrified It was like, if y'all ever seen the Three Stooges, and if you haven't, you need to watch it, because if you're a weed head, you definitely gonna like it, because it's gonna keep you laughing. But it's just one of them old school. For me, I consider old school. The comedic actors that do it, they're very old school. The Three Stooges were in black and white. Majority of their shows or episodes were in black and white. And it just, every time I see that little boy coming down the damn steps like he did, I hear that Three Stooges thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. He was like, oh, whoop, 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 whoop. So I sit there and think about it, and I'm like, yo, this shit is so funny. This little boy floated. It was like this. He did like, so it's crazy. Like, he was gone. This motherfucker was gone. Like, he was not playing. Like, he had, so you know what? And the reason why I think he reacted like that, because he was little, but then two, the thing had to be like right there in plain eyesight when he came into the room. That thing was funny. Please go watch this. Please go watch the video. This shit is hilarious. It would have you laughing constantly. Like, you would not, when honestly, I think I watched the movie like 5-6 times before I actually stopped, because my stomach started hurting because I was laughing so hard. So October 25th, 2020, a man aggressively he's a car dealer. So he aggressively sells his cars in a commercial. Now, this man is too damn funny. Like, when I say he aggressive, this mother was so aggressive where it seemed as though, like, this mother ain't had no pussy in a long time. Like, he was built up. Like, he was so funny. He was like, yo, and this and that has this, and then look at this red belt. It's the powder of the blood, and I got this car because da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da. And he said, I don't know if he was from New York, but he had that aggression from New York when he was talking. So he had to be from New York, Jersey, or Philly. If he wasn't, then nigga, you got some Philly, Jersey, or some New York in you, because your aggressiveness was on 1,000. Watch the video.
Woo! What's up, guys? My name's Brody, and I'm here to tell you about my Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Now, this ain't your knick-knack scatty pack. This is the SRT, or CERT, short for Certified Badass. This thing's packing a 6.2 just like me. Check this out. These rotors right here are bigger than my ego. Take a look at the inside. As you notice, it's got red seatbelts dyed with the blood of Mustang owners. And this thing's got back seats so I can take my girlfriend's bad kids to Chuck E. Cheese. Follow me around the back. Now, this thing right here is a Wang. That's with 3 A's, like the company that picks Mustangs up off the side of the highway. Haters would call this thing a boat, but that's because it floats right past them. Mopar, baby.
Did y'all see the dude? Like, he was mad. Like, either he was mad at something, or he was mad that he had to do the commercial or something. But I believe his ass wasn't getting no damn pussy for a minute, because he was aggressive. Like, he was like, how can you sit there and be doing a commercial? And even maybe he did it to be funny, but that shit felt real to me. Like, the way he was describing that shit, he was like, I gotta take my badass kids, badass girlfriend's kids to school. I'm like, yo, this was serious for him. So, baby, these people was losing it, honey. The little boy floating in the air like the damn last airbender and shit. He floating in the air like Aang from the last airbender, bitch. And the man sitting there showing aggressiveness because he ain't getting no pussy. So to sell his cars for the entity, because it looked like his ass, he probably trying to sell his cars for the that yearly quota, because at the end of the year them motherfuckers be blowing up your phone or be walking you around every goddamn car so you could get a car off that lot, because it's the end of the year and they trying to get that damn bonus. So, Lordy day, that's, man, these daggone videos and these people out here, it's something in the water. It's something in the water. It got to be. It got to be. So, October 23rd, 2020, protesters in Washington, D.C. Protest against the Mexican and foreign workers that are and stop them from basically to stop them from stealing their job, and causes a lot of them. I believe a lot. I don't believe they got all of the people off the site, but had a lot of the workers decide to leave the site and leave the job. And in this video, y'all gonna hate me when I say this. In this video, I understand because it's DC. I'm from DC. I'm from Southeast. But in this video, it's a lot of black people and they complaining about the jobs being taken and telling the people like this. You can hear this one lady. She was in there like, you don't live in Ward 8. You don't live in Ward 8. You don't live in Ward 8. You don't live. I ain't gonna say where Ward 8 is, but if you lived in DC, you know where Ward 8 is. You don't live in Ward 8. You don't live in Ward 8. And y'all sitting here working for this little bit ass money, taking our jobs. You some dummies. That's all I can say. And let me say, you some dummies. I ain't gonna say the protesters, because I totally agree with the protesting. But I do know this much. Some of y'all protesters that was down there, y'all was down there just to get on the damn camera. I'm gonna say you motherfuckers with some straw paper dummies in the construction site that was working. Because, bitch, I don't care what protest going on, motherfucker. Y'all asses ain't gonna sit there and cause me to lose out on my motherfucking coin, bitch. Now, and if the boss tell me to go home, bitch, I'll go home. But to lose a coin because y'all asses are mad that somebody wants to do the job. Do you motherfuckers not understand? Business is business. At the end of the day, business gonna get done. I do understand and totally understand the pay rate in the DMV is fucking ridiculous. It's not good ridiculous, it's ridiculous. Like, you don't get paid a lot to do what you do, especially for these hard ass jobs.
You don't live in water. 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 I don't come back no more. Without our jobs, unless we get our jobs, unless more they got their jobs. Yeah, because you don't do to the ghetto. You don't do to the ghetto. We need to be turned up on each other. We need to be on these construction sites. Black like mine. Killing each other. Stop killing each other. And let's press out these situations right here. This is 50 or 60 million.
No more work for them, huh, Trayon? Huh? No more work for them. It's over with. They look burned down. They look down.
We don't in our communities killing each other. This is what we need to be doing every day.
But in DC, I'm just gonna say this from what I know. How many of you black motherfuckers sit there and go down and go to the construction sites or go to the construction company and fill out them applications? How many of you motherfuckers actually sit there and pay for the training instead of paying for them new motherfucking Jordans that y'all be standing outside and sleeping outside for and beating people up for and paying for Louis Vuitton bags and Balenciaga bags and all that other shit? Y'all should be paying to get y'all getting some skills in construction. When your ass is in high school and you want to be in construction, you take up the motherfucking trade. You don't sit there and hang out and do the shit that you're doing. Don't complain when you got motherfuckers coming from other areas. You know this. You know that in DC, majority of the workers that work in Washington, D.C. are either from VA, a good amount of them, I would say a good 75% of them are from VA. The other 25% come from Maryland. Vice versa in Virginia. Most people that live in Virginia don't have the jobs in Virginia. It's Maryland, D.C. and Virginia, and in Maryland is D.C. and D.C. and Virginia. Come on now. But my thing is that you complaining about the money. Bitch, look at the type of money that you're getting on welfare, the type of money that you get in your social security checks, the type of money that you get in unemployment, and the shit that you all do with it. I wouldn't give y'all a motherfucking dime either. Especially when your ass is not sitting there showing me that you're worth it. Most of you motherfuckers is complaining about not having jobs. Don't even get up. When you sat there and said that you was going to come to work or you was going to do the job, your ass sit there and call out because why? You tired? Bitch, I have done 60, 70 hours a fucking week and barely walking. And still push through and deal with the daily shit that I gotta deal with, and deal with a man that you gotta pick up, that I had to pick up, and 2 dogs. Come on now, and deal with health issues, and deal with mental issues because I'm trans. I don't want to hear that shit about y'all going to protest in fucking DC when you have free, everything is free. Free education, free food, free healthcare, free housing. Is no reason why you don't have a construction job. And it's okay. I'm not going to say it's okay long term, but it's okay to start where they starting you at, because if you're a worker and you show what the fuck you worth and you actually go in when you have some integrity about yourself, because a lot of motherfuckers I know personally don't have integrity about themselves. When they say they're going to do something, or when they say they got a job and they tell their boss that they're going in, they don't do that shit. They sit there and tell them and then they don't go to work, which to me is stupid. Because I'm not going to get a job just to sit my ass at home because I say I'm tired. Bitch, you're always going to be tired because you work. You're always going to be tired because life is happening. But bitch, you push forward, because without pushing forward and go and doing the things that you need to do to get ahead or get where you want to be, because you say you want to be somewhere, but you don't want to work for it. And that's what pisses me off about our Black community, is that you want to be somewhere, but you don't want to work for it. You want a microwave. I love my Black people, but I'm tired of seeing y'all complaining about somebody else or another culture coming and taking the jobs when y'all don't want to do the necessary things to and help each other. You don't want to help each other. You want to kill each other. You don't want to help each other. You want to kill each other. And you complain when you get a little bit. And the crazy thing is, bitch, you get everything. A good amount of the motherfucking people that was probably down there is living scotch-free without no care in the world. And the only reason why they want a job is because now times are tough. And bitch, when times wasn't tough, that was when you were supposed to be setting the state. That's when you were supposed to be planting your seeds. So when the time came for shit like that to happen to you, or you to find a good job, or for you to open this business and shit, you have no reason to complain about nothing, because you did your due diligence and got the. What's up, children of the Rainbow Corn? Sorry for the interruption in the show, but due to technical difficulties, it will take us a brief moment to get back on to our regular scheduled show. So what's up, children of the Rainbow Corn? It's your girl, Christina Storm, the hostess that does the mostest. Yes, sorry for the interruption. There's a big windstorm outside and rain going on, so I didn't expect any bad weather. I knew it was supposed to rain, but I didn't know the wind was going to be the way that it is. So I am doing, this is the second part of 5.0, episode 5.0. So I'm going to start back where we ended at, where we was talking about the protesters in Washington, D.C. pushing the Mexican and foreign workers off the construction site. Like I said, I think the construction workers were stupid, because it's no way in hell somebody's going to force me to get off. I do understand why they did it, because a lot of Spanish people, a lot of foreigners don't speak English. And due to the fact they don't speak English, one, they get taken advantage of. And two, they are scared, because they think that if they do, I think that they scared that if they do, especially the ones that don't have visas, that they would get deported. My thing is this: I give two fucks. Y'all have families. Like, it's no way in hell somebody gonna sit there and scare me to stop working and leaving. Like, it's not my fault you're too lazy to get up and go to get a job. It's not my fault that when I came to this country I got a good enough education where I took my ass somewhere and got some trade training for free, because it ain't like there's no place in DC where you can go and get free training for construction work. Come on now, you can be a flagger for free. You can literally walk up there and get a flagger job. It's not that fucking hard. It's called a library, bitches. If you want a job and you ain't got a laptop or access to the internet, take your lazy ass to the library. Point blank simple. If you got a cell phone, since you want to spend them damn stimulus checks and getting brand new TVs and cars and iPhone 11s and 12s and new Jordans and a whole new wardrobe and shit, take that fucking money that you get in smoking weed and everything else that motherfuckers do. I have no problem with you smoking weed, because I smoked weed back in the day. But my issue is when you make it an issue with the fact that the shit that you're doing is causing the reason why the shit going on in your life. The reason why you can't keep that job is because you complain about you being too tired, bitch. When Spanish women, they not only do they work outside of work and do crazy hours, because I've seen it on my job when I worked in a hotel and a restaurant. Some of these Spanish women don't even get to see their motherfucking families except for when they get home. When they get home and their feet be hurting and their back be breaking and shit, they go home and have another job, which is take care of their family and take care of their husband. I don't want to hear y'all complaining about shit. If you ain't done the work to get where the fuck you are, that's the reason why you ain't where you are. You have to do some work. You can't expect everything to be microwave, because that's the problem with a lot of people in the Black community. We have gotten used, and I say we because I'm a part of it, we have gotten used to getting free shit to where we forget that it's free. Everything ain't free. You getting free housing, you getting a check every damn month, that shit ain't free. That's causing you in the Black and in the whole Black community to be down in the gutter. And when I say that, I don't mean that. I don't mean that I mean that in a as respectful as possible, where they know if they give us a certain amount, we gonna sit back and just let them do whatever the fuck they want. The moment we start complaining, they gotta come up with a new way to get us to shut the fuck up. Don't shut the fuck up. This protest was good and all, because I understand why you did it. the DMV is very trifling when it comes down to how much they pay. But and I do believe in certain businesses in the DMV, but this is just universal in the country alone, that they're very racist. And they pick certain cultures for certain jobs. But this bullshit with you saying you don't live in Ward 8, you don't live in Ward 8, and y'all getting paid all this and y'all look stupid. No, bitch, you look stupid, because I guarantee you, and I'm going to say it again, I guarantee you, a lot of you people, I ain't going to say all of you people, but a lot of you people that was down there, you was only down there just to cause a ruckus. You wasn't down there because you took the time like some of them foreign people and took your time and went to go to construction school or go to be a manager or go to the training, the free training that a lot of the programs give to be a construction worker. And not only do you get free training, but majority of them construction trade schools, they give you a certificate. If let alone you get everything that you need to be certified, as if like you went to school for that shit. Come on now, I went to culinary school and I didn't have to go to school for fucking damn 4 and 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Everything I learned what, 2 years? In a free program. Come on now, stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. I'm tired of hearing the people around me, and I'm tired of hearing people say that they tired. Bitch, you don't know tired. Tired is when your ass have just came home from the hospital for fucking 6 months and searching for work. Tired is when you sitting there and you getting up at the ass crack of dawn and doing 60 to 70 to 80 hours every week. Doing it every week. Not every 2 weeks, but every week. Coming home, taking care of a grown ass man, taking care of 2 dogs. Taking care of all the bills, taking care of yourself, and the fact that you have health issues that you got to take care of. Taking care of your mental health because you're dealing with hormonal changes because you're a trans woman. That's being tired. That's what being tired is doing all of that. When you're able to do all of that and still push through, you come to me and tell me you tired. But I don't want to hear that you tired after working 4 or 5 hours a day or 6, 7, 8 hours a day, and you still getting free checks. Or your ass to come home and you ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing. You ain't gotta pay for a nail motherfucking bill. You ain't gotta do shit. I don't want to hear you complaining about you being tired. I don't want to hear you complaining that you tired because you this bitch. I am tired. Every day. Motherfuckers that pay for them taxes, the taxes to make sure you sit on your ass and not do a motherfucking thing, they're tired. They're tired of you collecting this shit, and they're tired of working for the money that they're working for. So October 22nd, 2020. Offset asks Cardi B for some sucky. Y'all already know what sucky is, but the shit was so funny because Cardi is sitting there sleeping in the motherfucking bed, and his ass is fucking with her while she's in the bed saying, "It's demon time. It's demon time, baby. I want that sucky. You can't go back to sleep till you get that sucky. You know I'm on live. We got such and such amount of followers. Give me that sucky. I'll leave you alone. Give me that sucky." So she's sitting there like, what the hell? I know you ain't on live. I know my titty gonna pop out. And then he got the nerve to say, and it was so funny because it just recently happened. It ain't like they ain't never seen it before.
You put that thing in shape, girl.
Come on! I know you're not on live.
I'm on live.
I'm gonna check my phone.
I got 30K on live. Everybody tell her to suck some more. I'm gonna get off when she sucks some.
No.
5 a.m. It's time to suck some.
Put my 5
live. Everybody tell her to suck some more. I'm gonna get off when she sucks some.
No.
5 a.m. It's time to suck some.
Put my faja on. I need to put my faja on.
It's time to suck some.
I don't think you're on live. I think you're lying to me.
Yeah, 32K. Teddy, look.
You really on live? Oh,
everybody tell her to suck some or she ain't getting off this bitch. Wait for the motherfucker.
Stop! My breath is out!
I done seen them titties before.
Set, I'm gonna fuck your ass up.
I'm trying to fuck you. How about that?
Babe, please.
5 a.m.
Put my faja on!
I'll put your faja on if you suck it. Sucky for faja. Suck this shit for a faja, shout. You hear me?
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Whoop it.
Babe, my titty is all out.
Yo, I love their relationship because it's real. They go through ups and downs, and it's real. And they genuinely love each other. And like I said before, their asses ain't separate. That was just for some publicity. I don't care what nobody say. They did not separate because of the type of relationship that they have. I don't believe that they ever will separate. I think they'll have some. I think because Offset has some ways. I can't call him a hoe, but he has some ways about him that it don't seem like he want to shake. You know what I'm saying? That they're gonna go through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like Cardi part has some ways about her that he don't like. Like he say he don't like the fact the way she dressed, but you met her. She was a stripper. You know what I'm saying? And I have nothing against strippers because bitch, y'all some badass bitches. When I say y'all some bad, I'm talking about body wise, looks wise, money management wise, everything. And then y'all manage y'all personal life outside of that, like going to school and everything. Because a lot of people don't know, a lot of you girls go to school or have businesses outside of y'all just stripping. Y'all just use that stripper money either for a little extra change or y'all just like doing it because it's fun for y'all. Alright, so give him some sucky. It's demon time. So yeah, I enjoyed that video because Offset his good parts are what I look for in a man. His bad parts I don't look for in a man because bitch, you do me like you cheat on me, big nigga. I may depending on the bitch that you catch. In the midst of you cheating, I may do it too and you would never know. But Lordy day, I just love their energy together. It's everything to me. I really do. I just love it. I really do. So, We're going to move on to rainbowology. If you don't know what rainbowology is anything dealing with the GLBTQ children of the rainbow corn. The GLBTQ ABDC children of the rainbow corn, honey. So, and then any news or an education that I could possibly give to you all. And when I say education, I mean knowledge on the community, because a lot of people are misinformed. A lot of people misuse terms. A lot of people misgender. So that's why we do rainbowology. The term of the week. The term of the week is not necessarily a term, it's an event. And it's an event I didn't know about. Just like in the episode 5, the first part of episode 5, I didn't know anything about being pansexual. I heard it, I never got a definition of it, I never seen nobody who was, I never knew anybody who was until a couple of weeks ago. So, our term of the week is Spirit Day. And Spirit Day was started in 2010 by a high school student by the name of Brittany McMillan. I think her name McMillan. Let me say that again. It was started by a high school student by the name of Brittany McMillan. And respond to numerous young GLBTQ students' lives being lost or committing suicide. Since starting Spirit Day, it has drawn participation from celebrities, schools across the country and across the world, faith institutions, national landmarks, corporations, media outlets, sports leagues, and everything, and all of that, including stuff around the world. That is amazing to me. That's what I mean by doing the fucking work, DC protesters at the construction site. This little girl, well, she's not a little girl no more. She did the fucking work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, she took her time and seen the shit that was going on around her to people that she cared about. Did her research, and now it's a globally known organization. Do your fucking work, bitches. Do your fucking work. So this and it's amazing to me because the stuff that I was thinking in high school, I can't say that it was on that level, but it was close enough because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to have a business. I knew I wanted this. I wanted that. But for her to start it up and be so strong, and then also, I believe that she also started it. She said because of the suicide rate and loss of GLBTQ members. But it had to be something to push her to do it. It's not just you losing the community, because who's to say she's even a part of it? I don't know that. If y'all know it, please let me know. But she's an advocate and a hardcore advocate, because in high school at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, those aren't things that you're thinking about unless that's already something that's written in your book. And when I say written in your book, that's something that has been bestowed upon you as a gift upon the Most High, Buddha, Muhammad, Hecate, the God is God, or whatever, whoever else hell you believe in. And this amazes me. These type of stories make me push forward towards my dreams, because it shows me that, one, it doesn't matter the age that you are when you start. It's how you go by doing it. It's the work that you put into doing it. You can start doing something at 50 years old and shit. I mean, like, it'll probably catapult. If you put enough work into it and enough faith and honest work into it, it would catapult into something that you never thought it would ever do. This is prime example of putting in the work. So my story is the topic of the week is Spirit Week, but I have a story for myself that pertains somewhat to it. When I was in high school, let me make sure, because that was in 2003. I graduated in 2003. So when I was in high school, I helped. I can't say I was the organizer or the starter of it, but I helped start a GLBTQ group in our a GLBT Gay Straight Student Alliance. That's what it was called. I don't know what it's called today, but a Gay Straight Student Alliance in Virginia. at Garfield Senior High School. They don't go by that name right now, I believe. No, their logo has their mascot has changed. But at Garfield Senior High School in 2002, I believe it was, because I was a junior when it started. This guy, his name was Alex, and he asked me to join because I was honestly one of the only, I would say I was openly gay in high school. But that was the thing, I was openly gay in high school. And the people in the small area that I lived in knew I was gay. But I still haven't came out to my family, like that. And we'll put it like this, I didn't really have to, but I didn't verbally come out to them and say anything about it. But the whole high school motherfucker knew. So we started this Gay Straight Student Alliance, and it catapulted. Like, when I say catapulted, I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it gotten in my senior year. Because in my senior year, I had gotten to a point where so much was going on, as far as, because I was definitely into music hard. I was singing, I was in music theory, I was in all the choirs and traveling groups that was in our school. So I had to make a choice. They basically made me make a choice, for real. And then too, the singing groups in the school, the music part of school was great for me, so I had no choice. But it catapulted, like, I wasn't expecting. Like, we started off, I'm gonna say we're probably like 20, not even 20 at first. Like, our first couple of months, we didn't have many. And I tried my hardest to go to all of them and all of the meetings. But I noticed that within that, we formed a bond. You know what I'm saying? We formed a bond. It was a likeness that we have never seen in the school. Like, we knew certain people was gay. We knew this. But when you see that, when we came together, it was like family. Everybody was different. We had people from all different walks of life that came into the group. And the way that it catapulted to where they started doing marches and going to the marches and helping other high schools in Virginia start a GLBTQ group in their school. Because at that time it was just Garfield, and I believe Hilton had a GLBTQ group. Because one of them high schools we would go travel to once in a while and meet up with the group. But that only goes to tell me this, like, it doesn't matter, and I will continue to believe this. It doesn't matter when you start. It's how you start and how you finish. It's how you start and how you finish. So we're gonna move on to Spotlight. If you don't know what Spotlight is me spotlighting businesses I know about. It could be black owned. It can be a corporation that I found about. It can be a foundation. It could be sponsorships. It can be scholarships. It can be grants. Anything I want to spotlight. It can be a person that's actually doing good for the community, or they didn't came around and did something big. You know what I'm saying? So we're on Spotlight, and our first and only Spotlight for this week is my personal friend. I call him my sister, because he's in the community, that he started a jewelry line. And not any jewelry line. This motherfucker is literally like doing it bead by bead, thread by thread. And it's so amazing to me because every piece that he has done has been unique. And when I say unique, there's no piece that's alike. Like, it seems as though like he literally has the niche of no piece will ever be the same. The colors may be the same, but each piece will be uniquely made for this person, or this person will have an appeal for one specific person. Like, from the time that he started up until now, the shit is amazing to me because he's only been doing it for a few months. And the brand name is MP Custom Jewelry. That is MP Custom Jewelry. And lead in nickel free, and it's for men, women, and I would say for children too. But majority of his designs are very mature, and he has, and I've seen one, and I have seen a lot of where he's starting to branch off and doing like NFL type things and NBA type themed jewelry, and he had a sorority and fraternity line, and I say line because he came up with this shit real fast. And when I say fast, you would have thought he took months to do this jewelry. He literally takes maybe a day or two to pop out maybe 5 different orders, if that shit. He been moving, and he came up with these AKA and these Delta and what's the Delta Sigma and Alpha and all of them AKAs and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? And it came out so amazing to me. Like he had the colors down pat. He had the pattern down pat. Like, you know, the sororities, their colors and their sigils are specifically unique, and they put their shit in a certain pattern, and he had this shit down pat. It's amazing. Watch this video and you'll understand why. So yes, as you seen, my friend is on his shit. It started as a hobby, and because it was something that he kept on hearing good things about, and he was like, and he felt good about it. And I think also it's like a stress reliever, and it kind of helped him keep going. This motherfucker has not stopped since, and is making some coin off of it, making a serious coin off of it. And I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you, Mike. I can't say that enough. I'm very proud of you. You have always been a beacon of hope and always been a beacon of encouragement for me. Even with me having people around me that give 2 shits about getting up for 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Or people around me that just constantly want to come. And I know when they coming now. When they constantly want to come and suck shit, the energy and the shit that I worked so hard for out my life. You know what I'm saying? You have always been a beacon of hope since day one. You have always been a beacon of encouragement. You've always been an inspiration to me. And I ask you, no, I'm gonna tell you, bitch, keep doing what you're doing, bitch, because you see advances now. But advances don't have nothing to do with the blessings that you're going to receive off of continuing to do the work that you do with MP custom jewelry. Like I said, this jewelry is nickel and lead free. So anybody that has an agitation or allergy to nickel, you don't have to worry about that. These are handmade, so if you ask for something, do not expect it to always be like the one that you've seen on his page, because he's specific. His designs are unique. When I say unique, he comes up with them at the top of his head. I don't know if how he does his customers, like when he talks to his customers, how he evaluates what the customer wants. But I do know if you really want some real custom jewelry and want some unique jewelry and some very fashion forward jewelry, please check out MP Custom Jewelry. You would not be disappointed. You definitely won't. The work and craftsmanship that he puts into it is amazing. It's such amazing. His page, he can be reached on Instagram at mp_custom_jewelry. And on his page, not only will you see the designer of the jewelry, but he also has previous designs of custom jewelry that he's done just to sell and some that he has done for customers. So please go check out my friend MP_custom_jewelry on Instagram. And if I'm correct, it is the same on Facebook. He does have Twitter. He does have Snapchat. I don't have that information to tell you that he has his brand on there yet, but I do know for sure that he has it on Facebook and Instagram. And again, it's MP_custom_jewelry on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm telling you, you would love, you would enjoy him as a person, but you would love his designs and his jewelry. So I want to end the show. I'm going to end the show. Like I said, I'm so sorry for the interruption within this episode of season 2, episode 5.0. But I don't control the weather. Trust and believe, if I could, I would. Just to make sure I can do what I do and do it to my perfectionist ability. So when I say perfectionist ability, I am a perfectionist when it comes down to this. I try my hardest to put out something that I would like and what I would like to see. So I'm very particular about what I put out. But I thank you all. Like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Anchor app, and we also have podcasts on Google Podcasts, on radio. I think it's Radio Podcast. We are on a lot of things. I can't even name a lot of them because it seems like every other day I'm getting new notifications stating that they put us on a new audio podcast site. So please go check out Loose Frap on your major audio podcast sites or apps. We can be reached, or you can look us up on Instagram and Facebook at Loose Frap Show on Facebook and Instagram, and at Loose Frap on TikTok. We also are Loose Frap Show on YouTube, and on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell, because you never know what we're gonna do next. Like, nobody knew that I was going to do this, and I did. Hiccups and all. So please, and if you want to send emails, fan mail, you want to send suggestions to the show, you definitely can DM me, or you can hit me up in the emails at loosefrapshow on iCloud.com. That is loosefrap at iCloud.com, or at loosefrapllc@gmail.com. Again, that is loosefrapllc@gmail.com and loosefrapshow@icloud.com. I thank you all so much. I am Christina Storm, your hostess that does the mostest, baby. And this is the end of 5.0.